Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Asar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yeah, I would like to see this land. And my cousin Barith.
Ireland. A patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Azar, how is it that Barith, as north as ice, is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Odd to think of Barith as king of the city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barith's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barith will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much of a fighter, but somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people. Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barith.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones!
And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barith. But let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barith.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rug merchant's wooden hovel, Barith.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the...
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Asar told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland. If Flann can be made to see that, my kingship and that of my children's children will be safe.
I cannot guarantee your... trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse
Barrett,
things.
my king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
Barrett, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
This is for me? The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out.
Of course I will. Stand ready to be a...
Aren't you the confident one?
Watch my arrows.
I certainly will. Go!
The bow needs tuning, but it's a very thoughtful gift.
You had a long sea voyage.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland is mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse chew the wafer.
You make a place for them.
Them? I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Asa told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
Þinn gammal kristprestur. Hann eigi dauður enn? Guðirnir vita að við freistuðum mjög. Hann hefur
Það veiði í hendur sá sem veit að brjóta skjöld. Eigum að hafa augu fyrir oss, svo mikið augu.
There, up ahead, my home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son.
And to host a banquet.
Which should be already underway.
Up, Barrett! Fodia!
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
Hey,
Hi. Enjoying yourself?
it's great crack.
I'm curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to more host than king, per...
Can I ask, what is your life like in this?
Well, there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping...
I can... Enjoy the feast, friend.
You as well.
Asar, I was not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you... you would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie?
I know few people here, and of them, I know you are the one who is all...
I do have some information. You may... Siegfried's stomach doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident about it last week.
He shat himself?
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that...
Thank you, Asar.
What do you expect, father? That I've fallen?
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flann will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse.
That makes you the ass.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head.
Only shitbirds mock their father.
Right. Because the cousin who just arrived has the authority over how I speak in my own...
In Norway.
Come on, then. If you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single. I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
A visit to Norway might do a young Vikinger like you.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland.
I've lost track of your...
He wanted to...
Barith can... I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to...
Show me what lies ahead. Barith.
Huh.
Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a sullen debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night on snow. And that's how I got that scar.
I do feel bad about that. What about the one on your cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Come, if we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away. Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
Why Thor's ham about it? I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
Give yourself up!
What?
Bind his hands!
Who are these men?
Damn you bastards! Pay for your sins!
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flann. That's certain. Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flann does not embrace you, Barith. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two, but then he'll be back, and back again. I can remove this blood, once and for all.
Eivor, this is not your fight.
For any and all of your god's sakes, Barith, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barith,
Eivor,
your family saved mine those years ago.
It happens that
sadly true.
We will be... Bareth said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn about Thorstein.
I'll never learn.
Morning, Siegfried.
Eivor, it was a rough night. I drank.
I cannot help your belly, but could you tell me what you know of this man, Thorstein?
Ah, Dad told you I tried to join his gang, eh? Thorstein is a real Viking.
You weren't allowed to join?
Too young and gangly. Ma wouldn't even show me where his hideout is. Likes her ale the way kittens like milk. Spends her time getting...
I will speak to her. Perhaps Thorstein will regret...
Listen to me. If you're smart, you won't cross Ma. She's a vicious fighter.
Stretch your wings, Sunan. Enjoying her ale. Likely to be Amar. What are you drinking, friend?
The finest ale in town. I like fine things, so you...
Looking for good drink and good company?
You stumbled into the right alehouse.
The ale leads to chatting, leads to...
Let's find out.
Is that all you can do?
Ooh, you are wicked!
You are a compelling woman. What is it you do?
You may have heard of Thorstein. I'm one of his most trusted friends.
I have heard of him. Very impressive that he trusts you.
He's like a brother to me. A not very bright brother. He entrusted me with the key to his secret lair.
He has a lair.
Over in Dubke Landing? Sorry. Thorstein, we...
I'd rather join you for something else.
But hold that...
Need to cloak myself here. I need to get that key from her. If I'm careful, I can avoid a fight. Amar, you are a too trusting fool. Your key is mine. Now to find Thorstein's hideout. Show me. This place is heavily guarded.
the name of Freya's fat ninjas, Amar?
I don't know, Thorstein. You know how she is.
Swilling pale? Now? She's gotten worse than ever.
You want us to look for her, Thorstein?
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barit Makiva.
Oh, gods! You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Barrett serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. The King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me. I could use some...
draw attention here.
The silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
Sem heldur nálgast eigi þetta heilig fljóð. Svo margir svangrir áramenn eftir vikur í siglingum.
Have a look, Sunan. Cast about this land, my friend.
Dría hit.
Common refuse. Delivered to your judgment, King Badir.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Bardish. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Say so, Badir, and I will cut out his insolent tongue.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my floors. It is a weighty decision. I would have my closest friend advise me. Eivor, how shall I deal with this ruffian?
All must see that you are a just, resolute king. A stately and dignified
Well said, Eivor.
I want no blood feud lasting generations, Thorstein. You are not worth... Dublin confiscates your land and silver. I banish you forever.
Bend the knee and show you...
Best to you, kid. Father! Why?
Give every enemy a length of rope. Soon they will carry your news.
Peace. Flann Sinna will soon rule all Ireland. Flann Sinna, he is the center of all. By showing Christian mercy, I begin...
You are more shrewd than I took you for, cousin. Maybe Thorstein's release is worth a kingdom. But will mercy be...
That is why I must build trade. Flann...
Show him the power of that trade.
And gift it to him at the coronation. It will
Flann will hear of your Christian mercy.
Meet me before...